Astronomer CEO's Coldplay Kiss Cam scandal, inside the viral controversy and company response. When a simple moment of public embarrassment turns into a global headline, it's hard to know whether to laugh, cringe, or marvel at the chaos. But that's exactly what happened when Astronomer, an AI data operations startup, found itself thrust into the media spotlight due to a Kiss Cam incident involving its former CEO and chief people officer. And this is where things get complicated, because while scandals often spell doom for companies, Astronomer's interim CEO sees an unexpected opportunity. Pete DeJoy, stepping into his role as interim CEO amidst the unfolding drama, has chosen to embrace the whirlwind of attention that followed the now infamous Coldplay concert incident. In a LinkedIn post, he reflected on how unusual and surreal the situation has been for the team. The events of the past few days have brought us a level of media exposure that most startups in our niche corner of the data and AI world could only dream of, DeJoy wrote. While I certainly wouldn't have wished for this to happen under these circumstances, one undeniable truth remains: Astronomer is now a household name. But how did we get here? It all started during a Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts, on July 16. The band, known for their romantic ballads and uplifting anthems, was performing to a packed audience full of couples enjoying a night out. During the show, lead singer Chris Martin jokingly drew attention to a pair caught on the stadium's jumbo screen during the Kiss Cam segment. What made this moment go viral, however, wasn't just the playful banter, it was the realization that the couple on screen appeared to be Byron, Astronomer's then CEO, and Kristin Cabot, the company's chief people officer. Both were married, but not to each other. As their faces flashed across the massive screen, the reaction was immediate and visceral. Cabot covered her face and turned away, clearly mortified, while Byron ducked behind a barrier, visibly shaken. The crowd erupted in laughter and murmurs as Chris Martin quipped, "Oh, look at these two. All right, come on, you're okay. Oh, what? Either they're having an affair or they're just very shy." Little did anyone know, this light-hearted comment would ignite a firestorm of speculation, memes, and debates about workplace ethics and leadership accountability. Byron ultimately resigned following the incident, leaving many to wonder, should personal mistakes overshadow professional achievements? Or does holding such a high-profile position come with the expectation of impeccable behavior both inside and outside the office? These questions are far from settled, and they've sparked intense discussions among employees, industry insiders, and even casual observers. In response to the controversy, Astronomer released a statement reaffirming its commitment to the values and culture that have defined the company since its inception. "Our leaders are expected to uphold the highest standards of conduct and accountability," the statement read. Recently, that standard was not met. To address the fallout, the company launched an internal investigation, a move some might see as necessary, while others may view it as overkill. After all, can we truly separate someone's personal life from their professional responsibilities? For context, Astronomer is no small player in the tech world. Valued at $1.3 billion and backed by heavyweights like Bain Capital, Salesforce, and JP Morgan, the New York-based startup has carved out a significant presence in the competitive fields of data management and artificial intelligence. Yet despite its impressive growth trajectory, from scrappy beginnings in Cincinnati, Ohio, to weathering financial crises and scaling up during a global pandemic, the company had never experienced anything quite like this before. DeJoy didn't shy away from acknowledging the challenges Astronomer has faced along the way. "At Astronomer, we've never backed down from adversity," he wrote. From starting a software company in a city not traditionally known for tech innovation, to navigating the collapse of the bank that held all our funds, to growing our team from 30 to 300 people entirely remotely, we've proven time and again that resilience is part of our DNA. Still, the question remains, can Astronomer recover from this reputational hit? Or will the lingering shadow of scandal continue to haunt them? Some might argue that the company's newfound fame, albeit for all the wrong reasons, could actually work in its favor. Others may counter that trust, once broken, is nearly impossible to rebuild. So, what do you think? Is this a case of forgiveness and moving forward, or proof that leadership missteps can irreparably damage a brand? Share your thoughts in the comments below, we'd love to hear where you stand on this controversial issue. Byron's wife reacts to cheating scandal, Facebook delete after Coldplay Kiss Cam. A billionaire CEO's very public embrace with a colleague has ignited a firestorm of scandal, and his wife's swift response on social media is leaving everyone talking. Andy Byron, the head of private data startup Astronomer, valued at over $1 billion, was caught on a stadium jumbotron at a Coldplay concert tightly hugging Kristin Cabot, his chief people officer, from behind. When the camera zoomed in, the pair abruptly separated and fled the shot, prompting Coldplay's Chris Martin to quip, "Either they're having an affair, or they're just very shy." The video racked up over 45 million TikTok views in hours, with fans dissecting every frame. Byron's wife, Megan Kerrigan Byron, responded by changing her Facebook last name and deactivating her account amid a flood of comments. Byron himself appears to have deleted his LinkedIn profile. Neither he, Cabot, nor Astronomer has commented publicly, though a fake apology statement circulated online was debunked by the company. Cabot, formerly married until 2022, joined Astronomer in November 2024 after Byron praised her exceptional leadership in a hiring announcement. The incident raises questions about workplace boundaries and the scrutiny of CEOs. Astronomer, a unicorn startup, faces pressure to address the allegations. As one observer noted, the real question is whether this changes how investors or employees view the company's culture. What do you think? Should personal lives be off limits, or do leaders owe transparency when scandals impact their organization's reputation? Share your thoughts.